The Gospel according to Mark, chapter 3, passage 5, Jesus' mother and brothers. Meanwhile, his mother and brothers arrived and, standing outside, sent someone in to call him. A crowd was sitting around him, and they told him, "Your mother and brothers are outside looking for you." "Who are my mother and my brothers?" he asked. Then he looked at those seated in a circle around him and said, "Here are my mother and my brothers. Whoever does God's will is my brother and sister and mother." Let's take a closer look at this passage. This passage from the Gospel shows how Jesus redefines the concept of family. When his mother and brothers come to see him, Jesus emphasizes that his true family consists of those who do God's will. This teaching is a profound reminder of the spiritual bonds that are stronger than those based on blood relationships. Jesus establishes a new family united in faith and the common pursuit of God's purposes. Jesus says, "Here are my mother and my brothers," pointing to those seated around him listening to his teachings. He considers those who do God's will as his close ones. This demonstrates that the spiritual connections we build in the church are just as important to Jesus, if not more so, than those defined by biological ties. How can we apply these words to our times? This passage encourages reflection on how we treat other people in our community. Do we see them as family, with whom we share a common faith and concern for fulfilling God's plans? Jesus calls us to build relationships not based solely on blood but on love, faith, and a common mission to which we have all been called. Jesus shows that the true family is united in spirit and in doing God's will. May God's grace always accompany you. Warm regards, your friend.